Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Justine. Y'all already know we're back with another story time. Now, before we get into the story time, y'all need to like, comment, and subscribe. But mainly, you need to subscribe so when these stories time come out, it'll just pop up. You don't gotta do the most. I'm trying to help y'all out. I'm trying to make it easier for y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all like 5 seconds to go ahead and subscribe. I hope that was enough time, so you should hit that button in actually like 2 seconds. But I gave y'all extra time just in case you're a little slow. So let's get into the story time. This story time is called E.T. was with the Ops on Easter. And I'm not gonna say apps, I mean the app. So yo, before we get into the story time, I gotta give y'all a little bit of background so you can really understand like the big issue with this. So what a lot of you don't know is I was dating ET brother at the time. At this time, me and ET brother was dating. We was together for probably like 2 years, and at the beginning of the relationship, like it was always just issues with his baby mama. Like, typical ghetto shit. They was just doing too much for me. Like I ain't caught them telling each other good night, I love you.
What? What?
Like, what is this about? Like, y'all not talking about y'all child, so this don't look right. And mind you, I was the type of person where I'm like, if we together, cause this is how I was raised. If we together and your child is around me, you ask me to pick him up from school, he's sleeping in the bed with me, calling me mommy, telling me he love me. I feel like I should meet the mom so she can know who I am. We don't have to be the best of friends, but I just think you should know who your child is around.
You better clock that T, clock it, yeah.
Me personally, that's really how I felt. And he gladly told me that she didn't want to meet me. And I was like,
What?
why don't she want to meet me? Like, this in the beginning, I was so confused. Like, why wouldn't she want to meet me? But I'm not losing no sleep over it, right? So after that, like I said, every time I turned around, it was something with him and his baby mama, something with him and his baby mama. And at that point, y'all was so fed up. The first time I tried to break up with him. He didn't. Tried is crazy, right? I tried to break up with him, but he wasn't having it. And I told him, like, because I'm not going to lie. Y'all had went ahead and I went ahead and did what everybody be like, oh, why would you do that? I came to her as a woman. But I'm dead serious. Like, hey, I wanted to know, like, is you and is you and Bookie Butt like y'all still messing around? Like, do you want your family back? Like, do you want to be with him? Because I'm not ready to do this. I ain't had no damn kids at the time. Like I don't have no ties to this man, so you can really have him back if you want. And the girl just started going off like baby mama was like, girl, you so dumb, you so childish and this and that. And I'm like, how am I childish if I'm coming to you telling you you can have this man back instead of sneaking around with him when you the baby mama? He had turned you into a side chick. And I'm not saying it like that because y'all in the future I did find out like my intuition was right. They was messing around. But I just didn't like that like and I'm talking about like they had each other back, like there was no breaking them up. Like at this point they was in a relationship, man was in a relationship. It was very sickening, to be honest. So I was dealing with that baby mama drama. I'm not baby mama drama, I'm telling you. You'll forget you had a baby mama messing with me. Like, all you know is you got a child. I'm not that girl. So that's the kind of stuff that I was dealing with, and it was just so fucking aggravating. Like every time I turn around, when I told him the first time, like, yeah, we don't gotta do this no more. Like he was just so sad, crying and all that other stuff. And I'm like, I felt bad, so I'm like, I'm gonna give him another chance, but it just wasn't given. So I don't know if y'all remember the video that I had did, the story time I had did before. It's called "In My Tub with a Blick," and it's like a thumbnail that's like "Get Out My House," Crazy Ex, something like that. Yo, that's Bookie Butt. That's what I'm talking about today. That's yeah, that was him. So the stories kind of were tied together. So I want to say watch that one first because I don't know if I mentioned like how this happened. It was one morning. And I'm just giving y'all, like I said, the background so y'all can understand the story. So one morning, me and him used to argue all the time, and me and him was arguing like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and he was on the toilet. You know, going number two. And I was trying to get in the bathroom because when we arguing or when I'm talking to somebody or arguing, I don't like to close doors. Like you're not really listening. Like open this goddamn door and hear what I got to say. So he wasn't trying to hear what I had to say. Like I said, you gonna open this goddamn door and you gonna hear what I got to say. I don't give a damn what you doing. So y'all, he was not trying to open that door. Do y'all know I literally broke my door? I'm so mad. Like I was kicking that door, banging on it, trying to get the door open. And when I did, he was just like, "Oh, I can't do this. You doing too much. I'm over this." And I'm like, he was, and it was giving like a narcissist a little bit. Like you sitting up here doing you, and I'm upset because I don't want to leave you alone. I want you to change, and you mad at me for being mad at you, and you make me feel like I'm crazy. Nigga, please. So when I went to work, mind you, I go outside. ET picked me up from work for work because I told y'all we used to work a lot of jobs together. So she picked me up from for work. We riding. I'm crying like real live, ugly crying like. Like really snot nose, eyes puffy. It was not pretty. It was very disgusting, to be honest. So y'all, I'm going to work. I'm crying. All this and that. Mind you, I just told y'all I'm dating ET brother. So when I told her, like he broke up with me and this and that, and she like, no, he didn't. I don't see him leaving you. Like it was never that serious. And I'm like, that's what I'm saying. But he said that he's done, and he said he was leaving. So she like, girl, he's not going away. Like, just give me reassurance. Like, he's not going anywhere. Like, girl, don't listen to him. He just mad right now. Like, he'll get over it. Y'all should be fine by the time he get home from work. So mind you, that whole day, like, I'm just sad. I barely want to do my job. Like, I really want to go home and just cry in my bed for real. So that didn't happen. I was still at work. And y'all, when ET dropped me off home, mind you, I was living like in an apartment building, but it was called the Towers because they had like 8 floors. Hello, like it was really nice. I ain't gonna lie, I love my apartment. I would move back there actually if I could. So like we had the elevators and stuff. So mind you, I gotta get on the elevator to go upstairs to my apartment. I was on the fourth floor. Get off the elevator. I'm walking down the hall, this long ass hall. I go in the house. He not home. I'm like, okay, maybe he didn't get off of work yet because he used to, I was very. So I don't know. I think I had went in my closet to put my stuff up because we had a walk-in closet. Y'all, when I opened that goddamn closet door, his whole side of the closet was gone. His totes was gone. And I'm looking like, what the So I go open the drawers. All his stuff is going out the drawers. Y'all, I literally broke down crying. I called ET like, he didn't leave me. I'm like, he didn't leave me. And she like, shut up, you lying. So she came back. We talked. Well, I cried. She sat there. And y'all, she wasn't sitting there like a bump on the log. She was just being my person, being there for me. And we had smoked, and she was like, "It's gonna be okay." Da da da. Like, and I was just so heartbroken. I'm like, we got this apartment together. Like, we was paying rent together. I'm ready to struggle by myself. I don't know why he would just. I mean, we was arguing a lot, so it's like I don't know. I'm all like I don't know why, but I feel like we could have worked it out, talked it out. So, mind y'all, all of that occurs, and that's not even every detail of the relationship. That's just a gist of it. So when he break up with me, I'm not gonna lie, I stopped talking to ET. And she was basically like texting me, and I kind of like I was so heartbroken, so I wasn't really like texting her back at the time. And I'm like, that's his sister. So one day ET knocked on my door, and I'm like, first of all, how the hell she get in the building, But because you need to keep up, that girl's crazy. So she knocked on my door. I'm like, hey. So she like, what the is your problem? I'm like, huh? And she like, what is your problem? And I'm like, what you talking about? She's like, I've been texting you, calling you, you haven't been answering. And I had, I had let her in. We was sitting there talking. And I had told her, like, basically, my luck with females and friendship hasn't been the best. Like, eventually, a bitch turns on me. It happens very more than I would like to say. And it's not me, y'all. I'm not being weird for real. So me and her was talking, and I'm like, I figured because you his sister, you basically didn't have no dealings with me no more. Like, it was like, oh well, they broke up, so why do I need to talk to her? That's what I felt like. And she like genuinely told me like I hurt her feelings because it never gave that. Like she made it very clear that whatever man I went through was none of her business. It was none of her business, and she will always be my sister. Which she is, y'all matching tats and all. Yeah, we got matching tats and all. That's really my sister. Like, yeah. So, yo, after that conversation happened, like I said, he moved out. So Susie at the time, Susie from the story time, um, did she fuck your man? I'll take that below too. So y'all can just get a gist of the characters or like of the people that I'm talking about. So Susie, like I said, that was the best friend. So she damn near had moved in, but I didn't mind. So me and her was just in the house, basically she was not being depressed with me, but she was just there for me. Like all I wanted to do was cry, drink, and smoke, and listen to sad ass songs. That's all I wanted to do. And eventually she like, okay, we're not ready to keep doing this like sad music and stuff. Like let's watch a movie. And let's watch something funny. She didn't take my drink and the weed away, but she was like, the sad songs is not making it no better. She like get this out your system and we're gonna try to get you together basically. Like so I'm like, okay, so we was watching like I think we was binge watching like Grey's Anatomy. That didn't make it no better. And it was Easter, I remember. So I'm in the house, like I said, I ain't got no damn kids. I just had Raven, my first child. I was a doggy mommy before I was a human mom. I should have like that. Second, on this one. So it's just me, Raven, and Susie in the house. I think we was still watching Grey's Anatomy, or we was probably watching a movie or something. And I'm washing clothes. I remember I'm washing clothes, and I was just like washing the dishes. I don't know if me or Susie cooked breakfast, which one, but I was just washing the dishes. And he had texted me and said that she was chill. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like that's the bet. Like I'll see you when you get here. So when she got there, when she was about to roll up, now in this process, when she about to roll up, I go sit on the couch. She comes sit on the couch next to me. Susie is in like my little spinning chair, like you can sit in it with a spin around. She's sitting in that like watching TV. So we're just all talking. You know how girls do. Like we just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling social media while we talking, just relaxing. So as I get on social media, I'm sorry, and before I tell y'all this, another thing that her brother did, Bookie Butt did that pissed me off, he literally, after we broke up, do y'all know this man deleted every single picture of me and us off of his Instagram? I'm like, y'all, I'm telling you, it wasn't even like 2 weeks. And I'm like, I'm like, oh my God. So now in my head, I'm like, this man never loved me. Like, cause I didn't take out pictures and I'm like, and then I'm like, a lot of people grew to know us, like, as far as social media, like our friends or like our relationship is. Man, that shit was embarrassing as fuck. I don't care. Cause we didn't really do that in public sometimes. But yeah, y'all, when he did that, I was like,
The fuck? Shit. God damn it.
oh, this man got me fucked up. I had to show him I'm that bitch, but I'm my daddy's son. Cause you got me sitting here crying and whining, and you set up there and delete them damn pictures. It ain't gonna lie, y'all. It made me cry even harder. I was crying even harder. So, like I said, he took my pictures off of Instagram. Now it's Easter, and ET came over. We sit on the couch. Susie on the other couch. We scrolling, relaxing, just talking. ET is about to roll up, and she's literally like rolling up. We're about to roll up. I come across this goddamn picture on my goddamn timeline, and the caption, because I can never forget. Like it was just so traumatizing to me. The caption said, "Happy Easter from my family to yours." And it was a picture of fucking Bookie Butt, his baby mama, and their goddamn son.
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God. What is?
Bro. And then as I'm looking at it, I get to sliding or looking at like click on his page, just like random different pictures like that them at the church. And I'm like, hold on. This ET bro. Y'all just went to church. And I know you just came from church. Because you said, Mama, Doris, I so wanted y'all to come to church. So and your mother was there. So I'm like,
I did not see on the sheet. If 2 plus 2 is 4, right? And 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay. What the fuck is this?
who took the fucking picture? So when I seen the picture, I immediately started spazzing on ET like, bitch, you was at church with this bitch, like You was chilling with this hoe. I don't give a fuck if it's church or not. Like y'all sitting up there kumbaya in church like y'all were one big happy family. And she like, no, I knew you was gonna see that picture. I didn't want to be the one to tell you, and I honestly didn't want to be in it. Like I told you, what y'all go through, y'all go through. And at the time, I wasn't trying to hear that. I mean, now of course, and I'm grown. I get what she was saying, but I'm like at the time I was not trying to hear none of that. Girl, you was a op, you is phony. That is some fake ass shit. Like you could at least give me a heads up. Hey bitch, don't check social media today. Pick the phone, throw it off the balcony, any goddamn thing. Talking about somebody knew you was gonna see it. Where was the warning? Like I don't even know like what she could have said. Like girl, you know, me and mama came to church. Like that was weird. Like when they start, like I don't know.
Oh, girl, please, bitch, ho.
Cause if he already posted it, I feel as though I should have had a warning. Like, so when I seen it, I just been like, so yeah, she was really getting all his backlash. To be honest, like I didn't mean to take nothing out on her, but she was definitely getting the backlash. So I'm like, I just felt that to be so crazy and fake, and I'm like, but she was sitting there with them. So now I'm like, well, who took the picture? Who took the picture? So she like, I didn't take the picture. My mom took the picture. N- I know you fucking lying. Now I don't like your mama. Because why would she do that?
Sorry. Oh, he's got the ugly cry face. You motherfucking right. I look ugly when I cry because I'm crying for my baby.
She ain't like me anyway. She never liked me. And like, no, for real, I always felt like that mama never cared for me because I felt like she didn't want him to be with me. She used to say like I was too young, like, but she used to say like I was very pretty, like photogenic, all that. But she felt like I was too young because when I met him, I was 18 and he was like 24, going on 25. And that was another thing. Like, girl, how you mad? You the baby mama turn side bitch and you done lost your man to a And I don't mean to say it like that, but I was 18. So even when I turned 19. I was 18 going on 19 when we met. So I'm like, so irritated. I'm like, they ain't mother condoning this shit. Like, it pissed me off so bad. I was like, fuck the whole family at this point. Like, except his grandmother. I love her to death. That was my grandma. No matter what, that was my grandma. God rest her soul. But yeah, I'm like, this some fake ass shit. And then y'all, what puts the icing on the cake? I'm gonna just throw this out there because it's not really a story time that I need to tell about it. On his birthday, we still wasn't together, but I guess he was like being cordial with me. Like he was still like checking on me and stuff, saying if I was good. Like I don't know what he was doing. I honestly don't, because I didn't want no communication with him. So I don't know why he was doing that. But do y'all know that damn mother set him there and posted a picture of him and his baby mother, and she was looking inside of his face like she was like tongue on face, and he up there just like a cheese and laughing, telling some happy birthday. Now at that point, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I was hot because I'm like, your mother know she follows me on social media and we just broke up and I'm heartbroken. Why would she take a picture like that and post it and say happy birthday? Like out of all pictures, he all like, I don't know why she did that. Then I'm like, oh, so y'all went out to eat. Like when I say that, y'all, I'm getting so mad even think about it. Like y'all had me so fucked up. And it pissed me off because he came and see me that day. So what the hell? So I'm mad to the point with ET where I'm like, get the fuck out my house. Get the fuck out my house. Like I'm done. Like I'm cool on y'all. Y'all faking shit. And she's trying to talk to me like I didn't have nothing to do with that. I didn't know she was gonna be there. Like she was pleading her case. Like, bro, I didn't do nothing wrong. Besides not giving me a hint. But I'm like, I don't care. Like y'all know my anger was so bad back then. I was throwing my laundry all over that goddamn house. I had opened my door because it was a stairwell, like diagonal from my apartment. And I probably took every dish I had and was just throwing it and smashing it against the walls. There was a glass all on the steps. I didn't give a fuck. Because I really wanted to hurt something at the time. I wanted to hurt somebody, like, more of so him, to be honest. Like, and that, yo, when I say that, that just ticked me off. And I had finally, eventually I did, calm down. And when I calmed down, I was like, I picked my clothes up. So I was like, I'm gonna fold my clothes. Then I was like, damn, I felt bad because I'm like, I mean, I didn't really feel bad for throwing glass in the hallway. I'm just gonna be real. I felt bad because I'm like, I know sometimes I take Raven out, my doggy, my baby. I used to take her out that stairwell sometimes, like if I didn't feel like going like down the elevator, going out to the dog park in the back of the building. I would have took her down the stairwell because it was still like a field. around the building. So I was like, you know what? Let me clean this up so my baby don't get. Yeah, I'm so worried about my dog. I'm like, so my baby don't get glass in her little paw, because y'all know them vet visits is expensive, and I'm actually going to school for veterinarian. So until I, learn how to do that, we just gonna clean this little mess up. I had calmed down. I was still crying. I was just like folding my clothes. Susie was helping me pick my clothes up. Et was still sitting there rolling a blunt, and she had sparked it, and she had passed it to me and was like, "You good now?" And I just took it from her, and I just like. I was sitting there crying, and she was like, and we just talked about it. Like, it's not like that. It wasn't given that, but it just was like all the stuff that me and him had been through when it came to his baby mother. And the moment we break up, you run back to this hoe. And I've been telling you that y'all could be a happy family. Like,
Oh my God! Wow!
it was the fact that I feel like I really was like letting up on him. Like, you can go back to your family. We don't gotta be together. We don't have no ties. At this point, I'm not saying like I was Max Zaddy, but that roster wasn't empty either. It's like, no, I'm just playing, but for real, like, I wasn't impressed to be in that situation at all. And yeah, ET was with the op on Easter. And the next story time that I'm about to tell, y'all just about to get it all. Like, the next story time I'm gonna tell, why you on my bag? Oh, that had something to do with Bookie Butt picking me up from somewhere and something was in my bag and he like flipped. So I cannot wait to tell y'all that story time. And like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I gave y'all 5 seconds before. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to do it now. That probably was more than 3 seconds. Like, I hope you hit that subscribe button. And y'all know me and ET and them fall out. Regardless of what happened between me and her, bro, we didn't fall out. Me and my, if y'all can see, me and my bitch still rock to this day. And yeah, and actually, y'all about to get some more story times about ET, because everybody has this dynamic of us, like, oh, we just like the perfect sisters, and we just so always there for each other. I fuss with ET the most. I don't fuss with other females because it's like, I'm not giving you that energy. I don't care if I was to stop talking to you today or tomorrow. If I stop talking to ET today or tomorrow, that shit would hurt me so bad. It would be like a bad breakup. Like, I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, like, me and her really fuss the most, and we just know, like, I mean, we're not going away. It's kind of like a whole relationship. Like, that's my sister. Like, where is no, you're gonna have to, yeah, yeah. So, and even in death, you still gonna be my. It's like it's no losing me. It's no getting rid of me. But it took me a long time to get over that. Not a long time, but it took me a while for my feelings to stop hurting, because, like I said, ET was at church with him. The mama was there taking pictures, flicking it the fuck up. I really felt like the family was against me. All right, y'all. So that's a wrap. I'm about to get this next story time out to y'all. And it's true or false story time, where it be funny as hell. Like, so, y'all, I'll see y'all on my next story time.